3 reasons why somebody leaves the marriage.
Number 1, they are tired of feeling unappreciated. They need to be shown by actions and words that they are wanted and loved.
Number 2, intimacy is gone, that sex and emotional connection.
Number 3, tired of living in conflict. Nobody enjoys arguing all the time, and that is not healthy. Marriages unfortunately end at a 50% rate these days. So right now, if you're planning on getting married, flip the coin, you have about a 50% chance of it surviving. That's grim, that's dark, and that's unfortunately real. But it's a lot of these reasons, and that's why it's our purpose and passion to help marriages save themselves and grow and lower that percentage, because we know what happens when we keep growing. Are all marriages perfect? No, but can they be pretty darn close?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We don't need to be living in conflict, right? If you're not happy, when we're arguing, 99% of the time, I'm not saying us arguing, I'm saying people, because, I'm not saying we're cool or anything like that, but we've been together for so long that we very rarely have a disagreement. And if it is, it's because we're business partners and we're trying to grow the business or something like that. Side note though, so why, when we get in conflict with each other, it's because we're usually disappointed in ourselves in some way. That's either because we're not happy with who we've become, we're not living our purpose, things like that. And then what we do is we take that unhappiness and we portray it onto somebody else because we're so hurt that we need to transfer that energy. But the cool thing is when we start thriving, we transfer energy as well, but it's positive, right? So it's whatever we're gonna do. We're either gonna transfer negative or we're gonna transfer positive. That's up to your choice. Always your choice. And I don't care what's going on in the world, you can always choose to what energy you're going to funnel. It takes a little bit of time. That's why we focus on mental strength so much in our coaching program. But on the other side, look at those other things in there, right? Intimacy's gone. That's a major part of it. Now you remove, let's say it's 25% of the marriage, you removes 25% of the marriage. Nobody wants to hire an employee that's only going to give them 75%. Nobody is stoked on their kids if they're getting 75% grades in the school. Nobody's going to own a professional sports team and want a player that's only performing 75% of the time. They need to be fully engaged on 100%.
Yes, you might be okay with not having sex, but go ask your spouse. I guarantee they are not.
Right, so just because you're okay with something, that doesn't mean it's okay for them. If I'm okay me getting hammered every single night, do you think your spouse is? Chances not,
Probably
especially
not.
if they're not drinkers or very rarely, and I'm just getting sloshed every night. And I'm saying, no, it doesn't affect her. It's all good. That doesn't bother her. She knows it's just me. I'm still nice when I'm like, no.
But it is.
Even if you're getting drunk every night and you're completely a nice guy during that time and all that, they still don't want you doing that because A, they know it's negatively affecting your health. B, your conversations are differently. And 3, you guys can't just go out and do different healthy, fun things together because you're an alcoholic and getting drunk. Same thing if you remove intimacy. And now it's more than sex. It's the physical touch. It's emotional words that are being transferred. So much things like that. But then you look at the other things, right? Like if you're unappreciated, right? Like if I'm busting my butt working and doing things around the house and being patient with you and all of that stuff, and that's all going unnoticed, I don't need somebody, to be rewarding me with sex or rewarding me with gifts, but I want to be noticed in words of affirmation and that I know she appreciates it. That's just for us, or vice versa. If it's the female for the man, they want to know that they're being appreciated. Yes, there's things in life that are just your duty, but just because it's your duty doesn't mean you shouldn't be told you're doing a good job. Work reference again, right? If you have an employee who's doing a fantastic job, should you never tell them they're doing a fantastic job because that's just their job?
No, you want to build them up so they even do a better job.
That's a leader. You build them up, boost their confidence. Look at a fighter, MMA, boxing, whatever. Their cornerman's there to break them down and build them back up. Boost their confidence, right? So they go into the ring or the cage confident. They're not there to just be like, dude, well, of course you gotta be confident. That's just what you do. No, it's the same thing in a marriage. Build each other up. Strengthen that. Let them know they're appreciated. It's beyond simple when you just start fixing little tiny things across the board. It takes time, but it's doable. If you feel like you need help in these areas, reach out. And we'll see if you're a good fit for our high-level husband and wife program. Much love.